Okay, Word Chapter 5, Module 5, Case Problem Number 1. Okay, open 5-5. So go to your student data files folder. This is case 1. So open this one and then save it as status. So Control C. I will copy into homework, my working folder, and then change the file name to status. Alright. Okay, use GoTo to review all the tables in the document. Looks like this one has several tables, right? Okay, so here, so we have a table 1, 2, 3. There are 3 tables. So from at the beginning of this document, make sure you click the beginning of the document, and then we will try GoTo, right? GoTo review. So GoTo review is in the editing group. Find arrow, advanced, go to ... So we will check tables. So select table, and then click next. So you will display the first table. You click next, then you will display the second table and third table, right? Okay, and then close. Okay, change the theme color to the theme color. So theme color is, where's theme color? Go to the design tab. Theme colors is this one. So we will apply blue number 2, this one. So as you move the cursor, the table color changes, corresponding object changes. So select blue number 2. All right, and change the theme font to Arial. Okay, the theme font. Right, where is it? Okay, here's theme font to Arial. Okay, this one, Arial. Okay, and then save the current theme as this. So theme arrow, and then save the current theme. Select the last one, and then go to your student data files. Go to your working folder. Go to your working folder, and then the theme name is np_wd_5 status theme. All right, and then change the style set. Okay, style set to basic stylish. Okay, style set is this one. In the design tab, this is document formatting. Look at this arrow. Click this arrow. More button. And these are the design sets. Right, design set, and the style set. This is related to style set. So we will select basic stylish. That is the third one. The third one is basic stylish. As you move it, you can see the text changes. So select this one. Okay. Okay, format contents. We have a format. Okay, format is contents. Content setting by change the character spacing. Okay, character spacing. So how do we change this one? Okay, home tab, right? Home tab. This should be font dialog box. Okay, go to the font dialog box. Launcher. Okay, this one is in the advanced tab. Advanced character spacing to expand. So character space. This is character spacing. Spacing is not normal. It is extended. Expanded, and with 2 points. 2 points. So click 2. Okay, increase the font size to 22. The font is in the font tab. The font size is 22. Okay, and add italic formatting. So the font style is italic. And then change the font color to one shade darker. So font color is this one. So that should be using teal accent 6 darker 50%. So it is the last one. The last one. This is teal accent 6 darker 50%. So select the last one. Okay, and then okay. Alright. So we changed the heading 1 style. We just changed the format of this heading 1 style. I mean the contents heading 1 style. So now update all heading 1 styles for this document matching what? Newly formatted heading. So we just changed the format of this heading, contents heading. So we will apply all this heading 1 style with this format. So right click on the heading 1 style, right click, and then click the first one, update heading 1 to match this selection. So all heading 1 style changed to this format. Okay, Ctrl Z. This is heading 1, right? Heading 1. Project summary is heading 1. So make sure select the contents heading because we updated the format of this heading. Right click on heading 1, then apply the first one. See, this one changes, right? Okay. Ctrl Z. Is this heading 1 also? Okay, this is Robbins, this is also heading 1. Okay. So this one changes all heading 1s to the current format. Right click. Okay, next, create a new paragraph style for the company name at the top of the document. Okay, top of document. Okay, paragraph style. Turquoise, wait a minute. Okay, one moment. Okay, so once you select the company name in the top of the document, okay, we will create a new paragraph style. So here is the styles group, styles launcher, and then we will create new style. So click this new style button on the lower left corner. Okay, so from here, okay, heading 1 style. This heading 1 style includes the paragraph heading 1. Okay, read it slowly. Based on, okay, that is based on heading 1 style. Okay, based on is heading 1. That is correct. But includes paragraph shading. This paragraph shading, right? Paragraph shading is the turquoise accent 1, lighter 40%. This one. Okay, this is actually not shading. Color. Font color. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try first of all. Okay, white background. Okay, let me cancel this. Let me cancel this and do it again. Let me cancel this. Okay, first of all, okay, this is shading. Shading. So click this paragraph shading, and then select turquoise accent 1, lighter 40%. This one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth column, fourth row. Select this, and then the background color, okay, the white background color. White background 1 font color. So the background should be white. this white background. This is white background 1. Okay, and then size is 24. The font size is 24. Okay, 24. And then center align. Center align is this one. Okay. Alright, so once we have done this formatting, so why don't we select these styles? Okay, I don't want to fix this one. I want to move this to a different location. Alright. And then click this new style button, and the name is company. Okay, reduce the font size. Okay, reduce the points of paragraph spacing before paragraph to 0. Increase the fonts after the paragraph. Okay, we need to change the paragraph, right? Okay, let's do cancel again. So paragraph is this one. Okay, make sure this title is selected. So before, spacing before is 0, and then after is 36. Okay, click OK. And then from this styles group, the styles, new style, create new style. Select normal style as the style for the formatting paragraph. Okay, style for the following paragraph is normal. This is normal. Okay, this will be heading 1. Save the style to the current document. So click OK. Alright, look at this. We have a style 1. I'm sorry, we didn't name it. Okay, right click this one and then modify. Right click, modify. The name is company. Sorry, the name should be company. Name should be company, right? So we just edit. We create a new style, name company. Okay, remove the company style from the style gallery. So this is style gallery. This is the style gallery. So we want to remove this. So right click on this company. You can select this, remove from style gallery. So we will just remove it from this one, from this gallery. So this custom style will not display in this gallery. So click this. Okay, so we just remove this style from this gallery. Then how do you show it again? How do we show it? Well, you can click this style inspector. You can manage the style. Click this manage styles button. Then there has to be here. Here's company, right? Company. So from this you can show this one. I think we can show this from here. Okay, show, right? Show. Then you will show on this part. Okay, or here on the styles, you can right click. We should have show, right? Show something. Okay. So that is how we remove the company style. Okay, below the contents heading, below this one. Okay, let me remove this style from this one. Okay, replace the placeholder with the custom table. So let me delete this, and then we will insert table of contents. So click the references tab, table of contents arrow, custom table contents, and then everything is default. Click OK. Okay. So we just did this one. Okay, in the document, delete the paragraph containing the contents. Contents heading. Okay, so contents heading is deleted. So delete this one, contents. And then update the table of contents. So right click on the table of contents, update field. So, okay, Ctrl Z. Okay, now we have a contents heading, right? Contents heading. So once you right click and update this field, this contents heading will disappear. Okay. And click the paragraph before the table of contents. So before the table of contents is this one. So make sure you select this. Put your insertion points here, here. And then spacing, the paragraph spacing after is 24 points. So go to the Home tab, paragraph dialog box launcher, after is 24 points, 24. So we have more space between these two lines. Okay, add the general recommendations heading in the second to the last paragraph. Here. So select general recommendations heading, and this one should be heading 1 style, so we can add it to the table of contents. Right, table of contents. So the same level as project summary. Okay, project summary is heading 1, right? Project summary is project summary. Okay, project summary is heading 1 style, right? Heading 1 style. So why don't we just select this heading and then apply heading 1 style, so that once you update this table, so right click on the table of contents, update the field, then we will have update the entire table so that the last line of this table of contents contains this heading. Okay, and then in the document's last paragraph, so this one, right? This one, the last paragraph. Select the last paragraph. Select this ensuring, and then replace with synonym. Okay, the synonym is in here, in the review tab. Okay, review tab. Select thesaurus, and then we will use use the second synonym. What's the second synonym? Is it safeguarding or guaranteeing? Safeguarding. It says safeguarding. Oh, sorry. Okay, from this safeguarding, the second synonym is guaranteeing, right? Guaranteeing. So select guaranteeing. I'm sorry. Oops. Okay, click the left arrow again. Okay, not click. Click the arrow. Okay, guaranteeing. Click the arrow so that we can insert. Insert means ensuring will be replaced by this guaranteeing. Okay. All right. Save the changes, and then save this document as template. So we will save this one as a template. So click this thesaurus. So File tab, save as this document. This PC. Go to your. Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay, save type. Save type is template. Okay, Word template. So once you select this Word template, it will go automatically to the template folder and the file name. Change the file name. Okay, status template. Status template. Save. Okay, so we just saved the document as a template named status template. Okay, and then once you save it, on page 3, so why don't you open your File Explorer, and then copy copy the status template into your working folder because we may need to upload it to our lesson homework. So copy it to your working folder. All right. Okay, on page 3, this is page 3. This is page 4. On page 3, save the template, scope statement. Scope statement. Save and complete. Save this section, including the heading. Alright, so on page 3, select these two, the scope statement and the placeholder together. So select these two lines, and then okay, we will save it as quick part. The quick part is in the insert tab. Insert tab. This button, arrow. So click this quick parts arrow, and then select the last one. Save selection to quick part gallery. Okay, and then the quick part name is scope statement. Okay, scope statement, this is correct. Okay, and then save this to this template. So click OK. Save in this template, right? Click OK. Alright, and then number 15 is just delete what you selected. So we will delete this one. So make sure select this one and then click delete or cut. We just delete it. Okay, update the table of contents. Since we delete this scope statement, this should be removed from the table of contents. So right click and then update the field. Make sure the scope heading is deleted. Okay, and then save this template to its current location. So save it. So once you save it, this will be saved in the template folder automatically. So this is the one. I double clicked. So now close everything. Okay, close it. Okay, now let's copy this one again. So copy this file, this template into your working folder. We already copied the previous one, so copy and paste. So we want to replace the old template. So replace the old file. Okay, so we just copied the template into our working folder and open this document. This is DOTX. Okay, DOTX is the template. So open this status template. Okay. And then save the document as this. This is a Word document now. So this is template. So if you see this, once you open this template, the title, the file name in the title bar is just the document 1. So we will save this one as a Word document. So click File tab, save as this PC, go to your working folder. Okay, and the file name. Okay, the file name is np_wd 5_ status factora. Save. Okay. So now we change the template into our Word document, converted template to a Word document. Okay, replace the first placeholder with the current date. Okay, this one. So select this yellow part. Don't include the paragraph. So okay, so once you use your mouse, this will automatically select it. So in that case, once it is selected, hold down the Shift key and then hit the left arrow. Then the selection will change. Right arrow, right? So make sure you don't include the paragraph symbol. So we will replace this one with time, right? Time. So in the insert tab, we will insert time. So click this insert date and time, we will select, let's try the third one, September 1st. Okay, so we just change the time and then replace the second placeholder. So this is the second placeholder. And then replace this one with your name. Okay, remove the yellow highlight from the date and your name. Okay, we already did it. Okay, remove the highlight. Remove the highlight, the yellow. So make it no color. No color. In the project summary table, replace. Okay, here project summary table. Replace this one with your name. I'm sorry, not your name. Okay, Vectora. Vectora 527 rotor bar. And then remove the yellow highlighting if necessary. Okay, there's no yellow part, so we are done for this. Okay, above the progress heading. Above the progress heading, okay, click this one. Okay, where are we? Okay, above the progress heading, insert scope statement quick parts. Okay, do you remember? We create a new style. Right here, the quick part. So click this quick part arrow, then we should have this one because we created this quick part and then saved it in the template. So we should have this one. So select this, then we have this, right? Okay, update the table because since we added a heading here, we need to update the table. So right click on the table of contents, select update field, entire table, then we have this scope statement heading. Okay, so save this one. Okay, save this document. Okay, and then close this. All right, we already copied the original template into our working folder. So we don't need this template anymore from the original template folder, office folder. So make sure you copy the original template into your working folder. Once you're done, select the templates in the office templates folder. So we don't need it. Okay, so we are done for this.